Hello students, in today's class we are going to learn a poem by Toru Dutt, Our Casuarina Tree. Toru Dutt, born in the year 1856 in Kolkata, India. She is an Indian Bengali poet, a translator from British India. She wrote poems both in English and French. She is a translator, poet and essayist. Her best known works include Sita, A Sheaf Gleaned in French Fields, Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan, and novel written in French. Her poems explore the theme of loneliness, longingness, patriotism, and nostalgia. Dutt died in the year 21 of tuberculosis. This poem, Casuarina Tree, celebrates the reminiscence of her happy childhood in India with her siblings. It was published in the collection of Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan in the year 1882. The tree is used as a symbolic representation of poets' past memories and rich tradition of Indian culture and philosophy, a prevalent idea of present in Dutt's poetry. This poem has 55 lines divided in 5 stanzas. 11 lines of each stanza consist of an octave, the style of a sonnet containing 2 quatrains with close rhymes and rhyming tercet. Using tercet rather than regular rhyming couplet gives impression of overflowing emotions towards her childhood memories, and the Casuarina tree remains the center of this poem. Let me get into the poem. The first line goes, like a huge python winding round and round the rugged trunk, indented deep scars up to its summit near the stars. A creeper climbs in whose embrace bound no other tree could live. But gallantly the giant wears the scarf, and flowers are hung in crimson clusters of all boughs among, where on the day are gathered bird and bee, and of the night the garden overflows with one sweet song that seems to have no close, sung darkling from our tree while men repose. In the first stanza, the poet begins with the image of the tree, and she remembers the tree being wound by a creeper like a python. The creeper holds the tree tight, and there are scars on the trunk, and the poet further states that no other tree could withstand or sustain the hold, for it's too strong, but a tree did. So the poet represents the strength of the tree, and the giant tree has proudly worn the scars like a scarf, representing its strength. And the boughs of the trees are filled with crimson red flowers, and the all-day birds and bees sing. And often at night, when the poet could not sleep, she could listen to the song music filled in the garden. And the next stanza, when first my casement, her window is wide open thrown at dawn, my eyes delighted on its rest, sometimes most in winter, on its crest a great baboon sits statue like a lawn, watching the sunrise on lower boughs. His puny offspring leap about and play, and far and near kokilas hail the day. And to their pastures wind are sleepy cows, and in the shadow on the broad tank cast by the hot tree, so beautiful and vast, the water lilies spring like snow in mast. So in the second stanza, the poet gives a detailed experience of her childhood, delighted in the morning as she opens the window. Her eyes rest upon the tree which delights her. Sometimes during other season, mostly during winter, she can see baboons sitting like statue, and the offspring of the baboons leaping about the branches, and she could also see cows resting there, and beautiful water lilies spring under the shadow of the hot tree gathered like snow. The next stanza, but not because of its magnificence, dear is the Casuarina tree to my soul. Beneath it we played, though years may roll, our sweet companions loud with love intense. For your sakes shall the tree be ever dear. Blent with your images, it shall arise in memory till the hot tears blind my eyes. What is the dirge like murmur that I hear? Like the sea breaking on shingle beach, it is trees' lament and airy speech that happily to the unknown land may reach. And the third paragraph, the poet turns more subjective, and these lines are associated with her memory with her siblings. Besides the morning bliss discussed in the previous paragraph, the tree reminds her of the time she played with her young siblings. The tree blended with the memory of them gives an image of intense love they shared as child, and now the eyes of a poetess is filled with tears. She mourns of those departed souls as she thinks down the memory lane, and she imagines the tree shares her loose with her hears a dirge like murmur resembling the waves breaking to the pebble beach. Unknown yet well known to the eye of faith, I heard that wail far, far away in distant land by many a sheltered bay. When I slumbered his cave the water writhed, and the waves gently kissed classic shore of France and Italy beneath the moon. When the earth lay tranced in dreamless swoon, and every time the music rose before mine inner vision rose a form of sublime, thy form, O tree, as in my happy time I saw thee in my own loved native clime. In the fourth stanza, the poet presents us the in-depth connection she has with the tree. Through the images of waves, she takes us to the foreign lands, and which is represented in the word unknown yet well known, where the waves gently kiss the classic shore. Whenever the music of the waves touching the waves rises, it rouses the memory in the poet's eyes. Therefore I fain could consecrate a lay unto thy honor, tree beloved of those who know now in blessed sleep, for a repose dearer than life to me. Alas, where they may thou be numbered when my days are done. With the deathless trees, like those in Borodale, under those awful branches lingered pale, fear, trembling, hope, and death, the skeleton, and time, the shadow. Although weak the verse that would thy beauty fain, O fain rehearse, may love defend thee from oblivion's curse. In the final stanza, the poet wants to erect something in honor of the Casuarina tree. For those who are beloved, who are resting in peace, loved it. She wants the tree to live long, like those trees of Borodale, making a reference to Wordsworth yew trees. And she makes an attempt to distinguish the trees of England from Casuarina tree, connecting her varying emotion. The Casuarina tree stands for nostalgia, longing, memory, where the trees of England reflect her isolation. The final lines of the poem underscore the idea of the poem as written in memory. The poet seeks love to protect the tree and her poem from time's ravage. Thank you.